Again, hello and welcome to Hatty Waiver Wire Guru. We're getting ready to go into week 7. Yes, I don't have any facial hair and it is going to come back and I'm going to grow my beard back. Just one of those things. I was like, let's see what this looks like. Oops. So, it will come back. Funny story though. Anyway, going to go through quarterbacks, running backs, wide receivers, and tight ends, who you need to pick up, who you can use as spot starters, and who I'm watching. Okay, let's start with quarterbacks first. The first pickup is Marc Bulger. He has hit a lot of waiver wires. A lot of deep leagues, he's probably not there. But if you need someone for the bye week, maybe you're out of quarterback because they got injured or they're getting sat, then Marc Bulger could be someone you look to. Next, going to spot starters. Mentioned this guy before, Henne. Looked very good last Monday, and he will continue to look good for bye weeks only. Wouldn't be someone I would start for the rest of my season unless I was desperate, but going into bye week, I wouldn't mind starting the guy. Who am I watching? I'm watching Ryan Fitzpatrick. I just want to see what goes on with Trent Edwards, the extent of the injury. I'm actually expecting Trent Edwards to play, but Ryan Fitzpatrick filled in pretty nicely and is someone I'm keeping an eye on. All right, let's move on to running backs. Pickup is Justin Fargas, okay? I'm going back from, Michael Bush to Justin Fargas. It's Justin Fargas, all right? He's getting his yards. He's going to get the carries until McFadden gets back. McFadden had a bad injury. Fargas is someone who's starting. He should be picked up at least for depth, okay? Spot starter is Laurence Maroney, okay? Sammy Morris, quick injury, definitely hurt me this week in one of my leagues. Only getting one reception. Laurence Maroney filled in big time, stepped up, should be the go-to guy. It still always be a running back by committee, and that's why he's a spot starter and not a pickup. So, in any bye weeks or injuries, Laurence Maroney can be someone you can go pick up on your waiver wire and put in there. Who am I watching? I'm watching Mike Bell. Okay, he's back from his knee injury. He's being used like a Lindale White, at the goal line, third down back. It's pretty interesting in a high-powered offense to have a guy who is reminiscent of a Lindale White. So Mike Bell would be somebody I'm watching, and if you had a lot of room on your bench, you can pick him up. But Pierre Thomas goes down, boom, Mike Bell. And Pierre Thomas is injury-prone, so having that upside is huge for Mike Bell. Next, let's move on to wide receivers. Please pick up Sidney Rice. He has a talent. He went to practice this offseason with Larry Fitzgerald, and it's showing the speed, the hands, over 100 yards. I mean, I don't know what else I got to do to convince you. If Sidney Rice is on your waiver wire, he needs to be on your team. All right, next is Lance Moore. Please pick him up. He's back. You got your breeze going to him. Lance Moore is a definite pickup for me, especially if I'm just increasing the talent on my bench going through bye weeks or injuries. So Lance Moore is a pickup. Spot starter, Keenan Burton. He plays for the St. Louis Rams. Donnie Avery, Mr. Stanky Leg. He's got a stanky hip now. So we'll see if he comes back. It's an injury he's had before. But the number one wide receiver, at least for depth, is Keenan Burton, and I would pick him up at least for just quality of the bench. All right, who am I watching? There's a lot of players I'm watching. I'm going to go through these pretty fast. I'm watching Mike Thomas. Okay, he's on the Jacksonville Jaguars, the third wide out there. Got a lot of targets this week. He is a rookie, so for your Dynasty League owners, be somebody you pick up, even put into a development or a taxi squad. So that is Mike Thomas. Next, Josh Cribbs. He reminds me of a Devin Hester type. He's fast, he's explosive. When he gets in the game, he can get some receptions for you. But again, someone I'm watching, not someone I'm wild about going and grabbing to start. Next, James Jones. Okay, James Jones of Green Bay is starting to see some receptions. They do throw and dump off a lot there in Green Bay, so the third wide receiver will get work. Keep an eye on James Jones. Let's see how he develops. And last is Jacoby Jones. Okay, he's on Houston. And again, he's caught a touchdown in the last 3 games, so the consistency is there. He's young, someone I would keep an eye on, and if you're in a tight spot, you got nobody, Jacoby Jones could be someone, but I'm watching him. Moving on to tight ends, the pickup is Visanthe Shiancoe. Please pick him up. If you have someone like Kevin Boss, even a Zach Miller, somebody like that. I mean, Visanthe is up there. He's really making a name for himself. Top 10 tight end for sure. Visanthe Shiancoe, if he's on your waiver wires, he needs to be grabbed. No spot starters for you. And then the watch is Randy McMichael. With so many people down in St. Louis, you know, the only healthy people are going to be your tight end. You got Keenan, Burton. You know, you got to dump it off to Steven Jackson. I'm not wild about St. Louis Rams, so he's just a watch for me. I'm just going to keep an eye on it. If he develops, great. If he doesn't, no problem. That's why we're watching him. Okay, that's it. So please send me emails if you have questions. It's hattywaiverwireguru@hattywaiverwireguru.com. Have a great website, hattywaiverwireguru.com. We have weekly rankings. We have awesome articles. We have injury analysis. And now we've started leagues. So leagues being where you can go and get into a weekly league, pick your team, whoever you want, and you can take the pool down and take a win. It's a lot of fun. Check out our homepage for links to that. Other than that, good luck in Week 7. Let's bring home some wins